Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, because today, May 8th, 2025, is not just another date on the calendar. It marks a historic milestone in global finance, one that will be talked about and studied for years to come. For investors, economists, currency analysts, and everyday people holding on to a long-standing belief, this is the moment they've been anticipating, planning for, and, let's be honest, dreaming about. Today marks the official and confirmed revaluation of two of the world's most speculated currencies, the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND. For years, both of these currencies have been the subject of heated debate, rumor, and hopeful speculation. And now it's official. If you've been holding either one, what happens today could reshape your financial future in ways you may have only imagined until now. This is a special breaking edition of Dinar Insights, where we're diving into the real-time developments of this global financial shift. We'll walk you through what's happening, what it means, and how to make smart, informed decisions moving forward. Because today isn't just about exchange rates changing, it's about a fundamental transformation in the financial stature of two rising nations. In Iraq and Vietnam, this day has ushered in a brand new reality. Years of economic policy, political maneuvering, and quiet preparation have culminated in this moment. For the first time in decades, both countries are stepping into a stronger financial position, backed by tangible growth, international support, and renewed economic confidence. For Iraq, this revaluation is deeply symbolic. After decades marked by conflict, sanctions, and economic hardship, the revalued dinar doesn't just restore monetary value, it restores dignity. It means fewer bills to carry for daily transactions, more confidence in banking systems, and a long-awaited return to financial normalcy. It represents a rebirth of national pride and a fresh sense of possibility for the Iraqi people. In Vietnam, the revaluation of the dong tells a story of resilience and rapid development. Despite being historically undervalued, the Vietnamese economy has grown to become a major player in global manufacturing, tech, and export sectors. A stronger dong now reflects that reality and helps the country better leverage its growing role in international trade. It sends a clear signal that Vietnam is stepping into its rightful place in the global economic order, with a currency that matches its contributions and ambitions. So what does this mean for you, especially if you're holding IQD or VND? It means your belief in the potential of these currencies is now being validated. If you invested in these notes when rates were much lower, your holdings have now seen a significant surge in value. Across the US, Canada, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, people are checking bank apps, calling financial advisors, and trying to process the news. The reaction ranges from excitement and relief to skepticism and cautious optimism. But let's be clear, now is not the time to act on emotion. This revaluation is not a finish line, it's a starting point. It marks the beginning of a new financial chapter, not just for Iraq and Vietnam, but also for you as an investor. Your next steps matter. Rushing into decisions could be costly. Instead, take time to assess, consult professionals, and think strategically about what's best for your unique situation. And for those wondering if they need to act immediately, don't panic. There's no need to sprint to the nearest bank or currency exchange service today. In cities like Baghdad and Hanoi, banks are already experiencing heavy demand. Online systems may take time to update. Temporary glitches, delays in balance updates, or transaction slowdowns are not unusual during events of this scale. The systems are adjusting, and so should you. Trust only licensed financial institutions, stay informed, and be extra cautious about online scams. Events like these are prime opportunities for fraudsters, so vigilance is essential. Beyond individual investors, this revaluation is having ripple effects across entire economies. In Iraq, simplified transactions and renewed purchasing power encourage savings, investment, and greater participation in the formal economy. Gone are the days of carrying stacks of near-worthless bills. The reduction of zeros on the dinar not only makes everyday transactions easier, but also strengthens consumer confidence. In Vietnam, the effect is similar. A stronger dong inspires businesses and families alike to plan more boldly, to invest in the future, and to compete globally with greater confidence. For the nation's export sectors, particularly in tech and manufacturing, this revaluation makes Vietnam even more attractive to international partners. Trade negotiations can now be conducted with fewer currency risks and greater transparency. The pricing of goods becomes more accurate, paperwork is streamlined, and deals become easier to finalize. International investors gain confidence, and that confidence is contagious. At the same time, both countries are accelerating the modernization of their financial infrastructure. Digital banking systems are being updated in real time. Mobile apps, online banking platforms, and digital wallets are all undergoing upgrades to reflect the new currency realities. Citizens are being encouraged to embrace cashless transactions, with incentives like reduced transaction fees and bonus exchange rates. These efforts are moving Iraq and Vietnam closer to fully modern, secure, and transparent financial systems. Of course, with any major economic shift, inflation is a key concern. Both governments have been preparing for this, implementing measures to control inflation while enhancing currency value. By reducing the volume of excess cash in circulation and raising currency value, they aim to stabilize prices and gradually restore purchasing power. If these strategies continue to unfold as planned, this could represent a turning point, a long-awaited reversal of years of economic pressure and volatility. Global financial analysts are already calling today's dual revaluation unprecedented. The coordinated move by Iraq and Vietnam could inspire similar reforms in other emerging markets. From Latin America to sub-Saharan Africa, countries struggling with undervalued currencies and inflationary cycles may begin to explore their own paths toward monetary restructuring. Iraq and Vietnam are now examples of what's possible when nations take bold, calculated steps toward financial modernization. For long-term holders of IQD and VND, this is a moment of vindication. Investing in foreign currency is not for the faint of heart. It requires foresight, resilience, and a willingness to endure uncertainty. Today, that endurance is paying off. But now more than ever, investors need to remain clear-headed. Gains are exciting, but don't let them lead to rash decisions. Speak with your financial advisor. Understand the tax implications of your new asset value. Think long-term. And if you're a business owner working with partners in Iraq or Vietnam, this revaluation likely affects your pricing, payroll, invoicing, and point-of-sale systems. You'll need to update software, inform staff, and communicate clearly with your customers. The more proactive and organized you are during this transition, the more effectively you'll navigate it, and possibly come out ahead. Globally, this change is opening the floodgates for foreign direct investment. From oil infrastructure in Basra to tech hubs in Ho Chi Minh City, international capital is expected to pour in at an accelerated rate. More investment brings better infrastructure, more job creation, and rising living standards in both countries. But perhaps the most important outcome of this event isn't just financial, it's emotional. For the people of Iraq and Vietnam, this is about reclaiming identity, restoring pride, and building a hopeful future. It's about stepping into a world where money works for the people, not against them. Across both nations, schools, communities, and local governments are already launching education programs to help people understand the new currency landscape and manage their money wisely. As confidence spreads, so will spending, saving, and entrepreneurship. Housing markets may rise, small businesses could boom, and local economies are likely to grow stronger from the ground up. What happened today isn't just a revaluation, it's a reawakening. It's a bold, calculated leap into a new era. It's a story of patience, resilience, and faith in progress. And it's just the beginning. Here at Dinar Insights, we'll continue to bring you accurate, verified updates and expert guidance as this story unfolds. Subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments. What does this revaluation mean for you? What's your next move? The wait is over. The page has turned. The future has begun.